welcome to Nishi Ojini Tarot. Today's pick a card reading is all about self-appreciation, self-love, showing us ourselves that extra loving in the spirit of the Aries season. The topic is what makes us one of a kind, and it's going to be the first of a series of which I'm planning to do. I am trying to change things up a little bit. Things have been a little morbid all these days, and yeah, I would love to break things up a little. So please stay tuned for your selections. See ya. So these are the cards that I shuffled out for the 3 piles. I have not done that before, and I found it really interesting, the cards that came out. The first card is the 10 of Swords. Second card is the 5 of Swords. And the third card is the King of Pentacles. So please pause it here if you would like. Meditate and pick a card based on your intuition. I'll see you in your pile. Bye. Hey, card 1. So your first card is 10 of Swords. Okay, let's find out what makes you one of a kind. Ooh. Okay. Clarifying cards, please. Okay. Wow, what a journey. Card 1, pile 1. Yeah, I'm gonna call you pile 1 because I just like calling my groups piles. All right. Okay, so starting off, what I see from this from this card is, from the first card itself, after getting a glimpse of this, I haven't gotten into it yet. After a glimpse of this, what I understand is, pile 1, you have seen a lot. You have a lot of experience. You could write an encyclopedia of what to do and what not to do in different situations, and they're all based out of your own life, or maybe the lives of people who are close to you. I also see that you're empathic, or maybe used to be empathic. Okay, let's get started with the reading. First of all, you start as a very abundant person, abundant, creative, nurturing. You know how to build things, you know how to create gardens with your hands. Whatever you touch turns to gold. and you're very secure in who you are. But being an Empress energy, an Empress is somebody who's just, the divine feminine, right? She has a lot to offer. When you have a lot to offer, pile one, you attract a lot of leeches. No, I didn't have a better word. Parasites? Yeah, just people who latch onto you and try to tug at your strings for your resources, for your generosity. And the devil here is a major arcana, and so is the Empress. So what I see is your abundance is very apparent. You can't ignore an Empress. You're not a secret Empress. It's very much in your aura. It's very much in how you are, how you speak. You must be an elegant person, and an Empress does not have to be a feminine necessarily, but it is a feminine energy. It's Venus. It's all things nice and beautiful, all things artistic, all things resourceful, bountiful. And an Empress basically when you see one. So I think that strong feminine energy definitely attracts a lot. I'm not saying one or two. Like, this is a recurring pattern in your life, that some attachments or people who would like to create attachments with you so as to gain from you, take advantage of your generosity, also come along the journey. You tend to, maybe you don't pick them up, but they get attracted to you and they come, buzzing around you. So that is a recurring theme here, is what I pick. You are moving on from that energy to something else. Or maybe you probably have moved on, or you are in the process of moving on from that energy. You don't want these negative attachments riding on your coattails, do you? So right now, or maybe in the future, maybe you already have made the conscious decision to reduce the baggage of these negative attachments. That comes under, that also includes you taking a hard look at people and connections that you do not need anymore in your life, who are not serving you. You are going through that. You're purging. There's a time of clear purging in your life, and after that purging, there's an Ace of Cups in reverse, and there is a 10 of Wands in reverse. Amazing. So after that purge, you are going to be able to let go of that extra baggage, right? This person, if you look at this guy, he's carrying a lot of wands, carrying a lot of load on him, right? And you're giving all of that up, you're shedding all of that out, and you're reserving your love towards people who really deserve it. You're not just giving it away, even though you can, because you have a lot. You are turning into the emperor of your life. What a read. From the Empress to the Emperor. So you were riding on a strong, feminine, nurturing, side of your side of yours that was very apparent, very obvious. And after you go through this purge, or after you have gone through this purge, after you've learned from your own experiences, you have come out or are going to come out as also the emperor. Oh my god. You are the emperor and the empress of your life, or you are very soon going to be. Part one. You're going to, so to explain the emperor, you're going to be very much in control of this bounty that you have. I watched this I think it was a movie, or I'm not sure. Yeah, something. I watched something on one of the platforms. I think it was a movie in which the feminine energy, the feminine of the house, the matriarch, not the matriarch, like the feminine counterpart of a family, was the provider. She was who cooked and created food and nourishment out of nothing. You know, she had those skills. She foraged and she found manna, I think, from shrubs, and then she made it into bread to share with everyone in the clan. I think it was about. I think it was a documentary on Moses. Yeah, I think that was it. So they were describing the feminine side of creation, the feminine side of God, right? The feminine side of God is Annapurna, as we say in India, in the Hindu tradition or the Hindu mythology. The creation or the divine is clearly divided into two, the feminine and the masculine. And the feminine is the Annapurna, who gives food, because that is the basic necessity to start life, right? Or to nurture life, or to protect, to propagate life. That is the feminine aspect, the nurturing, the being bountiful. And then comes the masculine aspect of God, of the divine, which is the protector. So when you have a lot, there has to be a clear boundary set so that outside forces do not come in. In many families, in many customs, in many couples, these two roles are segregated and divided. But I have a feeling that you are coming into a very balanced, strong place. So you are already abundant, and now you are invoking that protector in you, that strength in you, so that you can happily be soft within that shell, protected and untouched by these negative elements who are just trying to leech off of you. Beautiful, beautiful. No wonder you are definitely one of a kind, Parwan, because you know how to do it both. You are the emperor and you are the empress, and you are the emperor. You can do it both. You can do it all. What a special reading. Yeah, I can't believe this is my first pile. I'm very excited to know what comes after this. Any advice for pile one? a grand reading. It's so heartening and so nice to see how somebody grows from the experiences that they've had, be it negative, be it positive, be it stressful, be it whatever, and alchemize that, and do what is required, understand what is going on, and then make the necessary changes so that they can continue to remain as abundant and as awesome as they are. So yeah, I don't think you're relying on somebody else either. I think you're doing it all on your own. You're clearly doing it all alone, and I don't think you need help. Part one. Amazing. No. Yeah, the universe doesn't seem to have any advice. I think you're good. Let me just pick something though. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Held, sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. Okay, next. No, pick two. Just one, please. Yeah. Potential, promise, it's about to happen, keep going. Sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. Okay. How I'm reading this is, after you've made this strong, not shell, strong boundaries around you, and once you know how to judge for yourself very clearly who should be in and who should be out, who should be thrown out, who should stay out, who should never even be entertained. Once you have that figured out, once you have your heart kept in a nice soft shell just for you and your loved ones and people that you want to invest in, and your projects and your own abundance, once you have that figured, you're going to, or like through this journey, you're going to have a lot of unseen help. That is, you'll really get to, yeah, once you're making this transition, you'll get to know who your people are. Yes. It'll become very apparent, very clear who are the friends who are supportive of this change, of this transition, and who are not. And those people who are supporting you, no one who loves us will want us to get pillaged and plundered by people. Nobody. And if it is causing problems for people, they are clearly out. And I think this transition that you're making will itself filter out a lot of people. It'll give you a good idea on who has to remain and who should not. Once you just start with the process, part one, you're going to get a clear picture as to who are your people and who are not. That I see from here. And second thing is, it's about to happen, keep going. Okay. Yeah. You are in the process already. This purging maybe is already started, and maybe you had a call from within that this has to be done. I have to create boundaries. I have to create strong boundaries around myself. Probably you something within you told you that, and you went with it. And purging people is not the easiest. Purging people, you have to have a lot of faith within yourself that you're not going to lose people who really care about you, who may misunderstand you, who actually have your best interests in your heart, but because of the change that you're making, you don't want to drive the good people away from you. And I can assure you, pile one, that's not going to happen. Good ones will remain. And I think, yeah, you should definitely keep going as this card suggests. All right. What a lovely reading, pile one. I'm very happy to start off with you. Uh, yeah, if you like this as much as I did, please share a like uh, and subscribe to join our community. I would love to partake in your energy now and then as you watch my readings. And also do leave a comment if you resonate with this reading. Okay? All right. See you next time. Bye. Hello, pile two. Your card is the Five of Swords. Looks like you know when to walk away from situations that do not serve you anymore. This is more of a situational thing uh, rather than people, is how I'm seeing it. But let's find out. Yeah, let's find out. Two, please. What makes them one of a kind? What makes them one of a kind? Thank you. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. All reverse cards. Yep, this is not reversed. Okay. Clarifying cards, please. Okay, too many cards. Okay. Wow, alright. So many walking away cards. Like, yeah. One more, please. For the Eight of Wands. But yeah, I think I got it. I think I got it. Wow. You do not mince anything, is what I see here. Well, too. Once you are done, you are done. You are known. Maybe you're not known. Maybe people do not know this about you. But you are very, very good at clean breaks. Clean. Everything about this says that. Like, once you are done, you are done. Okay, let's start with the first card. It doesn't matter. Yes, it does not matter if you have a stable, let's not call it stable, a foundation with somebody. If you have built a foundation with somebody, be it family, be it be it maybe a business, be it an office, something that you have grounded yourself in. You have no qualms about walking away from that if somebody is coming with a frivolous Knight of Cups energy. Now, a Knight of Cups is not a King of Cups, right? A Knight of Cups is a reverse Knight of Cups. I think you do not tolerate people who make promises and they do not keep them. You do not tolerate people who take your kindness and your gestures for granted. And even if it becomes like so in the beginning of anything, for us to build a four of wands, or like a foundation with somebody, I wouldn't call it the most stable, but like, a foundation that works. Maybe it's a situationship, maybe again it's an office, maybe it is a relationship, a work relationship, maybe it is a familial relationship, maybe it's a friendship, right? uh, in the beginning it's all great, it's all nice, amazing. So you have like, you build like a routine around it. You build like, you're hanging out with that person. It becomes routine, it becomes regular. When you feel like you are not valued in that situation, you are going to walk. Like, you don't care that you had something built over there. You prefer not to fight, you prefer to walk. And that makes you very different from the people you have walked away from. I think you come off as a lesson pile too, because of your lack of tolerance for these time wasters and people who are taking your energy and your time for granted. Maybe they get away with it with a lot of other people, but you do not play about that at all. And maybe in the beginning they assume that, oh, okay, she's just being a hard ass, or she's not actually going to, because nobody else does. Or maybe you're very sweet in the beginning and probably reasonable enough to build something with them, because you see like, okay, this is working, I have a good time, this, maybe they're paying me enough for now. And whatever the reason is, whatever the good qualities that lead you into building a foundation with them, you do it, and the other person gets nonchalant, and you just walk. And I think it comes off as a surprise to the people who deal with you, because they are not expecting it at all. And when we say walk, it means it's the end. No more page of wands, no more. You're not doing the, oh, we can be friends. All right, it's okay that you cheated on me, but we can continue to be friends after this. I understand that you are having problems with your family. I understand. No more understanding. Once this is complete, once you are done and you've decided to walk away, there is no more understanding. There's no scope of understanding, because there is no foundation anymore. So there is no need to understand anything. You have been understanding all this while. Once you make a decision to walk away, you walk away. No more friendship. Even if you care about that person, you're not going to let them know ever. You decide to just let it happen. If it's crumbling, you let it crumble. You're not going to put in any extra efforts. You're not going to put in any extra efforts to restart something. You are not going to be the person who restarts anything. You're going to walk away, and you're going to find your own closure. You're very good at letting people deal with their shit. Sorry, sorry for swearing. You're very good at letting people deal with their issues. You are going to figure out your own issues that led you into this in the first place. You're going to take that baggage, leave them with their baggage. Of course, like, when you are, it doesn't mean that you're completely heartless, right? There's probably been some, whatever led you to this point of letting it go completely, you're going to take that, you're going to move on, and then you're going to figure it out after you have moved on. But you're not going to do it while they're around or with them around. And that is like you figure this out, like you figure this out. This is like the very basic but the toughest thing to do when you want to heal from any situation, from anything that was toxic to us, draining to us, or was causing us harm, right? Because it hurts to break things off, and it also hurts that the other person could do something like this to us, or that we couldn't make it work, or the situation was so draining that and exhausting that I just couldn't stay here any longer. And that just knowledge of that really can be difficult to deal with. But you know that if you stay in that situation, keep in touch with them. No, you don't believe in that at all. You are going to decide to pick it up. Okay, these are the things that are not working in this situation. Oh, hi kitty. That's my kitty. Okay. No, baby. No. Okay, no. Alright. Okay. Yeah. He was sleeping all this time and now he's curious. Please get on. Okay. So, yeah, you're very clear that this session or this healing is not going to happen while you are with the person, and you do not expect the other person also to contribute in your healing, because that is simply not going to happen, and you have that clarity. You are very clear with that. So that is why you are able to have a clear break as well. That also means no communication. You're very good at cutting cords. All the energetic cords over here, you're good at cutting those off. Be it communication, be it financial give and take, be it energetic give and take, expectations, everything. You just cut them off and you go about your merry way. Maybe not so merry in the beginning, but definitely merry later on, because you make that clear decision to walk away. And 10 of Cups reversed, you take the L. You know how to take the L, pile 2, and you know when to stop. And that is amazing. A genius knows exactly when to stop, right? A genius is someone who knows how to make things happen, knows how to bring the resources in, knows how to bring the knowledge in and make something happen and create something out of nothing. But a genius is also the one who knows when to walk away and knows when to stop. And you are definitely that person. It doesn't matter how hard you know that even if it hurts right now, it's a part of the process of you growing up, and you, for the sake of your bright future where you can actually be very happy, but this is in not reversed. Yeah, you do not bring, you're going to bring the, maybe you bring the pain along with you as you move on, because that takes time. But you're not going to bring along the other person on your journey ahead. You know whom not to bring ahead on your journeys, probably because you know exactly where you're going. You know what you deserve, and you know these people cannot come along with you. And that is what makes you one of a kind. Pile 2. Yeah. Okay. Any advice cards for pile 2, please? on their journeys ahead. I want to take the top part of this. Actually, no, it's 3, right? I'll take all 3. Okay. First is returning to each other, compassion and humanity. Trust the seasons, embracing change, cycles of life, transition and growth. The Rose Garden, innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. These are advice cards. Okay. Okay, Parito. Alright. Now I understand why the initial part of this came along so quickly. Because the spirits have something extra to tell you. Alright. Okay, I'll start with this. Trust the seasons, embracing change, cycles of life, transition, growth. Okay, so this entire process that you have learned to create for yourself, this pattern, not pattern, I wouldn't call it a pattern, this conscious decision that you're making to move on from things completely, or at least disconnect from things completely once you feel that you have to move on, is really allowing you and helping you to become more free flowing with the waves and the highs and the lows that life is bringing you. Yeah, you are allowing for transition, you are allowing for growth. When you allow things that do not serve you to die off, you are fertilizing, and while you are doing that, the decomposition of that dead foundation, that dead relationship, whatever there was, when you're digging and healing and doing the decomposing of that old story, that fertilizes your life for something better and something new, something fresh, that is aligning with who you are going to become eventually, right? So that's good. As you're doing this is helping you attract and call in situations, relations, friendships, bonds that are actually going to nourish you in a better way, and you are also making space for it. Okay, that was one. Second thing is, while you are doing this, I don't know how you're cutting people off. I do not that is of course your choice, and I'm sure you know how to do that. But once you have done it, the only way to have a smooth transition, a smooth transition from death to rebirth, you have to make sure that you are coming with compassion and understanding why that happened, why whatever happened from a very human lens, right? To err is to be human, and you, I'm sure, have made mistakes. Please don't tell you haven't. because that's impossible. I do not believe that nobody makes mistakes, and I think that is a delicacy of being a human, to make your own mistakes. For the other person to make some mistakes, like that's the errors, the human errors are what make us. And it is a painful but also an integral part of being alive on earth. So please, while you are doing this breakdown and healing, give yourself a lot of compassion, forgive yourself, be gentle with yourself. And also come to a point in your healing journey, try to come to a point in your healing journey that whenever you think about that other person, you think about them with compassion and humanity, rather than why did this like, don't come out of that place, like, where you just want to bang their heads and never want to see them again. And I get it, it's a part of the process for sure. It's definitely a part of the process, but as you are healing, please try to come to the point at which you can allow yourself to feel some compassion for the other person as well. And also towards yourself, like the reason this entire thing started, this entire transition started, or forget about the transition, like the reason there was a foundation at all in the beginning was because you found some things that were nice about them, you found something that were promising about them, or maybe it just happened organically. And many a times we start wondering why, right? Why did I fall for it? Or why did I think this would even work out? Or why, right? I get it, it's a part of the process, but by the end, as you are looking at them through a human lens, also remember why it even started. Why it, the nice things about the other person, like, that really led you to have this transition, to have this growth. Without them in your life, you wouldn't have learned some gap within yourself, learned about some gap within yourself, or something that was missing within yourself, or something that was, creating a void in you when there has to be none, right? You're fine as you are. And we sometimes fail to recognize that, and we fall into situations like this, and then we have to remind ourselves that, hey, there was, I never needed that, I never needed all of that drama. Maybe I was attracting it, or maybe I didn't think there was anything wrong with this situation in the beginning. And now that I've seen it up close, I see what was bringing it to me, like what the lesson is basically. Once you make this change and have healed, remember to forgive yourself, the other person, and don't forget what happened, but also do not forget the good times. Yeah, don't forget the good times, and remind yourself why it started in the first place. Like, you're not sabotaging yourself. You probably thought that something good was going to come out of it, and try to remember those small things that give you some hint of a good future ahead with a smile. And remember that for future references, of course, that okay, this worked and I would like to have that in going ahead. This was nice, this part was nice about this entire situation, this part was nice, and I would like to remember that fondly. Yeah, okay, part 2. Yeah, looks like more of an advice reading rather than a what makes you one of a kind. But hats off to the bravery and how well you have learned. This is a learned thing. I don't think this anybody comes with a switch on, switch off with their attachments and their emotions. This is something that we have to learn how to do for ourselves and for our sanity and respect. And I'm really proud of you, Palto, that you're letting life show you where to go next, and you're not holding on to things too tight. That's a wonderful gift to have. It was a pleasure reading for you, Palto. Please do let me know if this resonated. I really liked this. It was a very self-empowering message, and if you liked this as much as I did, please leave a like and let me know if this resonated with you. And yeah, please also subscribe to share and come into the community so that I get to partake in your energy from now on. Okay, all right, see you next time. Bye. Hey, pile 3. Yeah, starting off with your first card, that is the King of Pentacles. Just reading this card, I first of all am noticing all the grapes and the fruits hanging all over him. And his expression for some reason. And these bulls, I never noticed these bulls actually. Very bulls. Bull is for Taurus, right? Yeah. Pentacles again, Taurus, Taurian. Very level-headed, but also very one track about your goals. You do not waver. You do not waver much is what I'm reading. And what else? Yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. Okay. Level-headed, laden with goods, goodies, resources, ornaments. You like to, yeah, okay, maybe you like to deck yourself up. Jewelry, watches, jewelry, bling, nice chains. You know who you are, and you are absolutely, and this quality, like, of knowing who they are, and like being very unapologetic about it, and not exactly showing off, but also very, it's a part of your appearance, right? This, like, when you walk into a room, people look at you, and maybe it may not be the most, yes, so that is what distinguishes a King of Pentacles from a King of Wands. A King of Wands will wear the flashiest, most flamboyant clothes that they can be, and they're very jazz about it. They're very sure about themselves. With the King of Pentacles, it's a different story. Like, they are also very sure about themselves, and they're also decked up, but it's not going to be flashy. It's going to be expensive. You are wearing and rolling in the most, maybe not the most, but like you really like valuable things, and it doesn't have to be a lot, but whatever you wear is going to be of quality. And you like to go back to a few trusty pieces Yes, that brings me to this consistency, like bulls, consistency, very uh, very like this is my walk watch, this is my going out watch, this is my so and so watch. Maybe you just have three, but you're very clear that okay, these are all good, and this is what I like, and this is what I wear. Something like that. There's like a routine and a consistency and quality, but also there is opulence. Yeah. Okay. That was the longest first card read I've ever done, I guess. Okay. So, pile three. What makes them one of a kind? Thank you. Okay. Looks like this. I'm not sure if I'm reading it correctly, but I'm seeing a theme here. Okay. This is upright, it's not reversed. All right. Clarifying cards, please. High Priestess. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Starting with this, I want to start already. All right. Okay, starting with this. You're very quiet about. Again, oh my god. So like these grapes are like following us everywhere. These grapes, pomegranates, I'm not sure. The fruit. In this case, I think it's pomegranates. I think in this case, it's grapes. But they look very alike. Anyway. Here you're wearing your opulence. In the first interpretation, I was like, okay, you are not very showy about it, but no, I don't think that's the case. I think you are. Yeah, I think it's this. I think it's obvious. The most obvious answer is the correct one, I think, in this case. That is, when you're dealing with, yes, you are very consistent about how you appear to others, and maybe not even appear to others. You're very consistent about the ways you go about your life. You have your goals in place, you have your routines in place, you like to dress a certain way, etc, etc, like we just clarified before starting with the spread. So that's all there in place. Even when you're going through a hard time, you can maybe you're not even trying to mask it, but this is what people see, and people do not see what is all that is going on in the background, like all the hardships and all the heartbreaks, and when you're moving on to the top, when you're moving towards the top, there are a lot of people who have to, unfortunately or fortunately, disperse and move away from our lives, because not everyone can come with us while we're going up, right? So as you are taking some L's here and there, and while you're making some investments, and some are working, some are failing, whatever, basically you are like a duck on water who's paddling furiously and dealing with a lot of things, but you seem steady on top. very calm, very composed, very regal, very in charge of things, and you're dealing with it, and you're not dealing with it stupidly. You're dealing with it very intelligently, but you're also keeping it. You're not showing it to people. You're not the one who's going to even if you're having a bad day, you're going to show up fine. You're going to show up nice. Maybe even more so when you are having a bad day, right? You wear your like your makeup and your going out clothes and your accessories. When you're accessorizing, they're not just some things that they're very utilitarian in the sense that they are an armor, a very clear armor of the image that you are putting across. And not in the sense where you are like vain. No, not in that sense at all. You like consistency, you like to show up in a certain way. It makes you look mature and professional, and you like it that way. And that is the first thing that I'm picking up just from these two cards. And okay, very detailed, very, very detailed. Yeah, even when you are not feeling your strongest, you're going to show up in your best every day. It doesn't matter. And you know how to show up. Yes, even when things are going wrong, you know how to keep it within, under wraps. Not under wraps. You know how to deal with it internally. But it doesn't matter if you're not feeling your best, if you're not feeling your 100%, you're going to show up consistently. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. That is something that I've really learned in the past year, that it doesn't matter. You do not have to feel your 100. Nobody feels the 100%, right? Nobody feels the 100% every day of the week, every day of the month, of every day of the year. No, that's not possible. We have our days when we are up, we have our days when we are down, and we may not be able to give 100% every day also, right? It doesn't matter. The point is to show up, and you understand that very, very well. You understand that the value of consistency, and you understand the value of not letting you. So you're not afraid that the things that you're dealing with internally are going to affect what you already have built for yourself. Yes, you don't let that hamper your goals. Maybe there will be a pause. Maybe there will be maybe you may not be going as fast as you can be going at, at your optimum, right? And when you're feeling low, maybe you're not going to be going at 100 kilometers an hour. Maybe you'll take it easy. Maybe you'll be going at 20 kilometers per hour, but that's still better than zero. And you understand that showing up is half the work done. Sometimes even 100% of the work done. Sometimes even our presence is more than enough for things to move ahead. Okay, very interesting. Wow. Okay. Yeah, lost opportunities, moving on from problems, lost things. Yeah, you know how to take things in a stride. Wow. Hail or shine. King of Pentacles shows up. The Lovers again. What is this? Death. Oh, Temperance. Oh my God. You are presently moving on from a very difficult situation. a very close relationship, maybe the loss of a strong bond. You're moving on from that. You're moving from the end of that. You're moving on from the end of a very important phase of life. Something that was very close to your heart, something that you were very much entwined with, something that was a part of your routines, a part of your dreams, a part of your goals. You're dealing with that and you're moving on from that, and you're doing it all underwater. And all throughout, you're very even keeled about it. Temperance. Very even keeled. Very balanced. You know how to. Internally, you may be going through death, an actual death, right? Not an actual death, metaphorical death, but yeah, feels like you're dying inside. And these are like major arcanas. Wow. Internally, you are transforming. Death here means end of something, and that end of something is making us, this is a very strong bond. Whatever you had was a strong bond, is a strong bond, was a strong bond, very strong bond. Maybe you could say like a soul tie. You would call it a soul tie, you could call it a twin flame tie, whatever you would like to call it. It was an important relationship in your life, and something as important stops or ends, that is going to transform us for sure. That transforms us from within, and within that also you have learned how to, whilst that happening, you have learned how to you've learned how to balance the internal, the transformation, and that entire process of letting go and learning and changing as a person. Changing, you will never be the same person again. You'll never be, yeah, you're never going to be the same person again. And it's something really, wow, this this reading is giving me goosebumps. You're breaking stones, rocks within yourself. You're breaking them, pulverizing them to make this transformation happen. Or maybe it is, you feel like it's breaking, like, these set things within yourself. This is who I am, this is what I do, so on and so forth. All of that is happening within you, and you are beautifully, like I can't even express the beauty of these three cards together. You are beautifully learning how to alchemize all of that. What is that word? All of that inferno. You're alchemizing it together and into something really beautiful. It's enlightening you. You have, my friend, been touched by a very deep soul bond. And it doesn't matter how long it was. It does not matter if you are meant to have a future or not. None of that matters. What matters is you were meant to meet. There's no way you could have avoided this, and I don't see you wanting to avoid it also. No, you're going through it bravely. And for that, I'm going to give you 1,000 kudos. I have not seen a lot of people go through it so elegantly. So elegantly. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know, it just filled my heart up actually. Just you being able to um, give in and surrender to this, to all the glory and the pain that this soul tie had to bring, and all the transformation that it's leading you to, and you're accepting it and you're surrendering it. And I'm just so I'm really touched, and it's just inspiring to look at, really. I'll say. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. After you come out from this tie, the Lovers, the soul bond that you had, once you go through this death process and you surrender to that, to the death of who you were, and embrace who you are going to be, which is going to be merged with this experience as well. It's going to be merged and integrated. You're integrating this entire experience. Once you have integrated it, I have a feeling that you are going to start to be on the lookout of somebody who is going to be your counterpart. You're going to take your time, you're not rushing into it. Yeah. There's going to be an, or maybe there already has been, not sure. But there is going to be a time of introspection, retrospection. Not retro. I think retro is still here, until here. Retro is looking at the past. Intro is looking within. So from after this retrospection, alchemizing and integration is complete, what is going to follow is some time of just looking at it from a bird's eye view, looking at what we've learned, understanding it. After the integration is done, understanding what we have learned, and then trying to figure out what we want next. Who is going to be our but like long-term counterpart? Who's going to be the yin to our yang? How have I changed what I want in my life, what I deserve in my life, who I want to be pulling in, who becoming a vibrational match to what I want. All of that is going to be done in the next phase, or already has been done in the phase that came after this. For that, you have taken some time to understand where to look, what to look for. And it's leading to a lot of enlightenment. It was already leading to you to an enlightenment for sure, but you're holding that light to look within, grow as a person, and pure outwards as well. Like whatever, like the lookout that you're on for this divine counterpart is paired with a lot of enlightenment that has come from this process. These are all like looking, enlightened, understanding, these kind of cards, right? The Hanged One is all about taking a pause and look at things from a different perspective. Hanged One, right? Hermit is again taking a pause and finding that light to peer outside, peer inside, and Two of Wands is looking outside. So yeah, you're going to be on the lookout for your divine counterpart from a very enlightened understanding and lens, or maybe you're already in this phase. I congratulate you, King of Pentacles, pile 3. This was I have never been emotional in any of my readings before this, and I am just so proud of you, and it's beautiful just watching your journey. And I thank you for joining this reading. Thank you for letting me partake in this, in your energy. And I feel inspired as well to just allow for things to break down and learn from them and integrate them and aspire for more. It's wonderful to see you, to have done your reading. Thank you so much. If you liked it, please leave a like. Please subscribe for further readings. I would love for you to be a part of this community that I'm building here. And please do leave a comment if you resonated with what I read and want to share something about it. Okay, see you next time, Patri. Take care. Bye-bye.